Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining tonight's live. My name is Sherria Cotton, and I am an Ayurvedic wellness coach. And we have,
Hi everyone, I'm Angel Ray. I am the founder of this Yogi's Journey. I am a certified yoga instructor and coach.
amazing. So, welcome everyone for joining us tonight. We're so happy that you decided to check us out. Tonight, we're talking about a mindful reset before the holiday season, which is just around the corner. And so, we know that the holidays can be such a mixed bag of emotions. This could be the first time that you're going through the holidays without a loved one. So, maybe there's some grief. There's feelings like joy, fatigue, pressure, especially work pressures. So, tonight is all about you and how you can really take a pause for yourself before entering that, always on sort of holiday rush so that you can move through it from more of a grounded place instead of being in survival mode. So, for the next 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to be talking about how the seasonal shift is affecting your mind, body, and spirit. We'll look at the emotional and physical imbalances that might be showing up for you right now. We'll also guide you through a few simple grounding and self reflection tools that you can even start using tonight. And so let's get very clear about our intention. It really is to stabilize ourselves before entering chaos. So let's just take one deep breath together to center ourselves. So let's go in, hold, and release slowly. And so let all of the wild, crazy things that happened today just sort of go away right now for the next 15 to 20 minutes. It's all about you. So let's go in quickly about, seasonal awareness and how things might be affecting us. So right now, two things are happening. So number one, a lot of us, we are not moving in alignment with nature. And the second thing is that the expectations around the holiday season, especially here in the Western world, has really fueled a lot of anxiety and overstimulation. So, talking about, you know, alignment with nature. So as we move through the autumn season, nature is really slowing down. You see that the trees are letting go of their leaves, they're turning colors. The animals are preparing for hibernation. But what do we as humans, like, what do we normally do? We are speeding up. And so we're doing the exact opposite of nature, which creates these sort of imbalances. Within us. So, what could some of these imbalances look like? It could be poor sleep. It could be you're suffering from overwhelm. There's more emotional sensitivity, brain fog, feeling overstimulated by noise and social situations, especially as some of us are going into, what could be holiday parties. I know for me right now, I'm feeling a little bit overstimulated by noise. I have two kids at home and they make noise all the time, but I'm feeling now over the past week or so it's getting to me a lot, so I know that I need to take a pause and reset for myself. And really it's all about taking a beat, realizing what may be off for you, and trying to reset yourself. And then that second one, in terms of the expectation. So, one quick stat, or actually two, American Heart Association, they found that during the holiday season, about 79% of people said that they overlooked their own needs. Also, 1 in 3 reported that their physical and mental health worsens between November through January, and 34% just find the holidays exhausting and overwhelming overall. So, for many of us, this is all like real life proof that number one, we're not alone, but also that we can take a pause and understand that chaos might be coming up, but there's something that we can do about it. And I wanted to turn it over to Angel a little bit to talk about what we might be experiencing in the body. And she's going to help us through a practice as well. So make sure that you're staying and that you're commenting, because we will definitely comment to you back as well. So go ahead, Angel. You're on mute, I think. Mm-hmm.
See, rookie mistake. Life just
Okay.
comes at you sometimes, right? But thank you so much, Sherria. So our bodies are these great complex beings because they're always sending us signals and messages throughout our day. But we may not always notice what is happening. Actually, I would probably assume that we don't notice because we don't always stop and take the time to not just listen to the messages our body are telling us, or even getting really, really curious about why do my shoulders feel this way? Why do I feel this heaviness? And what is coming up because of that? And our signals in our bodies really come from anywhere. I mentioned the idea of heaviness, but it also comes up in your emotions, your feelings. Fatigue is a really big one. You may notice you've gotten a little tighter in a lot of certain areas of your body, or really more irritable, especially even at the smallest things. And that's because we're constantly pushing our body through certain things, and the stress is really are those signals that your body is sending us. I know for me, and especially during the holidays, I feel it a lot in my shoulders, my hips, and my chest, and those are common places where we hold a lot of our emotional tension. And so some of what I shared with you resonates. You are not alone. This season, it just naturally brings up a lot. Your day to day life naturally brings up a lot. But the thing that I want us to start to reset or shift is, how do you start to notice what is happening in your body before it breaks down? And so I'm going to actually guide us through a practice to help you start to get really curious about what is going on in your body. And I'm going to focus a lot of it on awareness, because we jump right into solutions. We are going to do this workout, this detox. I'm going to set this goal, but real healing starts when we build awareness, because when we notice what's going on in our body, our breath, our minds, it really helps us to actually have the power to make the decisions that are based on what it is that we need in that moment. And so the practice I'm going to share with you today is called a body scan. And a body scan is really what it says. You just take a moment to stop where you are and go inward and notice from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. What are the sensations that you're feeling? The key is that you do this in a non judgmental way. You don't even really need to change anything at first, especially if you're newer to body scanning. Trying to fix something that's wrong actually adds more stress. So for today, I want you to release any goals that you have of what is going on, and just really lean into the curiosity and let what comes up arise. And we'll use our breath to acknowledge and let go. So you can do this either lying down or from the comfort of your seat. And just let your body just go. You can let your legs expand and go where they're comfortable. Place your hands in a space that feels good. Maybe it's your knees, could be your belly. And just take that moment to arrive right here. Again, we're not changing anything. Just notice where you are right now. And I want you to take a minute to bring attention to your breath. Just take some nice inhales and exhales. Just feel your breath making its way through your body. Your breath is a signal in itself. It may feel smooth, It may feel short. It may feel like it's speeding up. Just get curious about what your breath is telling you right now. Now we're going to start from our heads, the crown of our head. Notice your forehead, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth. Is there any tension that's there? Does it feel relaxed and calm in this moment? Make your way down to your neck and your shoulders. Are your shoulders up towards your ears? Are they feeling heavy? Do they feel relaxed? Now make your way down to the center of your body, your chest, your belly, your arms, your wrist, your fingers. Make your way to your pelvis, your glutes, your hips. Just acknowledge anything that's coming up. Maybe you just simply notice what's holding you up in this moment. Make your way down to your thighs, your knees, your shins, your quads, your hamstrings, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Just notice where your lower body is right now. We'll begin to come out of this body scan. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Just see what's there. You can gently bring your awareness back to the space where you are right now by opening up your eyes. Maybe you blink a few times. And just sense the whole body as one complete field of experience, from head to toe, from your breath. Now gently blink your eyes open. So again, body scans can go longer or shorter, but really the goal is just allowing you the space to just explore and build awareness. You can even take the time to ask yourself these 3 questions. What does my body need more of right now? Where am I holding any tension or resistance? And more importantly, what can rest look like for me in this season? So I offer you and challenge you to just take a few times during your day to just scan your body, get curious about or your energy, your body shifting during different times of the day, and then go into maybe trying to do something about it. Thank you for allowing me to guide you. I'm going to turn it back over to Sherria.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Angel. I'm about to go to sleep. Like that felt that felt really good to do the body scan. I've done a body scan a few times, and I normally do it in the evening right before sleep because it does help me to settle in a bit. So that's actually a good segue because before we wrap up, I just wanted to talk a little bit about um just like the evening routine. As we're talking about like people getting into the chaos of the holidays, a lot of times when people don't slow down, the best time to control the time that you can slow down is at night. Everyone needs to get sleep. So this is really the time for us to be very intentional about how we create this sort of evening ritual for ourselves. So I mean, overall, a lot of people are already getting if insufficient sleep, and then during the holidays, that's extra. A lot of times, people are going to holiday parties, etc. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the sort of the sleep rituals that I've been doing that have really helped me, and then just give a few tips. So, one, putting yourself to sleep. So, not just sitting there looking at TV or doing a bunch of work, but actually having a time, like a set time when you know you will start winding down the evening, because it sends a message on a cellular level that your body is winding down and it's time for you to start to relax. So, whether that's 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., start to get yourself ready for sleep. So, if you're the kind of person who likes to scroll, I really want you to challenge yourself, to turn off your devices, or put it on airplane mode or across the room, so that you won't be disturbed. If you like to binge watch, Netflix at night, maybe try a different habit. Maybe it's setting some soft music or drinking a warm cup of tea or putting on some meditation sounds. A lot of times I like to use YouTube, and they have like black screen versions, because sometimes my kids sleep in the bed with me. And so I just put the YouTube meditation on and just have it set to the black screen. That way the like the blue light doesn't bother us. And also just do what feels nurturing to you. So I always recommend replacing a bad habit with something nurturing. So it could be stretching, journaling, taking a bath, or sitting in silence. Just do something that is nurturing for you. That way you can feel good about the evening. You can feel like it really is your own time and that you have ownership and control over that time. And then, lastly, one thing that I always do is I write down my to-do list either in my journal or on a piece of paper by my bed, because it really like the three top priorities that I have for the next day, because it really helps to get out the anxiety and release any sort of mental clutter that I might have. And sometimes I'm very forgetful. So writing it down, I know that tomorrow I won't forget what it is that I have to do, and I have my priorities all lined out. So these may sound like small acts, but again, they send a message to your body that it's safe to rest. It's time to start relaxing so that your body can go into that rest mode, and detoxifying your body out from everything that you've carried out through the day. So these are just some of the ways that we can stay grounded. Again, they're small ways, but they have a larger impact. And again, you don't have to wait until January 1st to have a reset. You can start doing these things now, knowing that it is safe to take a pause, and really listening to our bodies to protect our own peace. And I'll also say, like, really leaning into your community at this time is extremely important. And with that said, I know Angel has an announcement about community. So.
Yes. So hopefully something today resonated with you and really allowed you to start to take care of yourselves. I always end my yoga classes or anything that I do with telling, make sure you always find time to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. Because if you are not taking care of yourself, and we have, as women, have been conditioned to be at the bottom of the list, if we're on the list at all. But ultimately, we're not good for anyone else if we're not good to ourselves. And so we offer you to follow the General Health Collective on Instagram. Sherria and I co-founded this as an idea to build a community of women like us, and we want you to be a part of it. We'll be continuing these mindful conversations and sharing more tools for navigating stress and seasonal change, over the course of the holiday season, and we do not want you to miss it. So thank you with so much gratitude for this pause and taking time for yourself today, because ultimately we all deserve this moment before the hustle.
Yes, thank you, Angel. And so with that said, let's take one last deep breath. Hold and release. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to have further conversations with you all. Thank you. Bye.